In this session, I'm going to show you how to deploy a static Python application using Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk is a platform as a service. You can directly deploy your application. The environment and operating system, everything is taken care by the Elastic Beanstalk itself. Now, you have to download a Python application from the URL given. Then open your AWS Management Console. Then there you need to create a new application with the environment type as a web server environment, application as test app, platform as a Python, and you can choose your choose your downloaded code. Click on next. Then here you need to create a new service role called AWS Elastic Beanstalk service role, and also the instant profile to be attached. Instant profile meaning that it will create a link between EC2 instance with other services, so that we are creating the role, that is Elastic Beanstalk web tier, worker tier, and Elastic Beanstalk multi-container Docker. So you can choose the VPC as a default, whereas the instance setting as public IP address. Instance subnet, you can select all the subnet. 7 and 8 step is optional. Finally, review and submit. So let's go into the first step. So that is, I'm going to download the Python file. Open this website and download it. Just to come down and you can see that there is a python.zip file. Just click and download it. It's downloaded now. Now go into your AWS Management Console and select the service called Elastic Beanstalk. So now you can directly go into this environments, click and create a new environment. Whereas it is a web server, and choose the environment as a web server environment. You can keep the name as test app. I can keep it as test app. Now choose the platform as a Python. Now click on this upload a source code. You can keep the version as a v1. Click on this local file and select the Python file. Okay, so now click on next. Okay, so now you see that here it will ask you to create a new service. Always go ahead with the create with a new service role. Click on create new service role. Once you are done create a new role, by default the basic necessary permissions will be taken. So no need to do anything here. Simply click and create a new role. It itself choose the new service role. And one more important thing is that you need to create an instant profile. So what I'm doing, just to duplicate this tab and go to the service called IAM. Take a service called IAM and click on this role, create a new role. Whereas the trusted entity as a AWS service, the use case is EC2. Now click next. Okay, so as per this, you just choose the first policy, search this policy and select. Similar to the second policy, just to erase and select this policy. And third one is a multi-docker container. Close and select the policy. Okay, now click on next because you see that there are three policies attached now. You can keep giving the role for the policy. Just to keep R1 as the role name. You can give anything as per your wish and click the okay, already exists. So R123, I'm just making it as R123 just to create a role. Okay, so now you see that role 123 is created now. Role is important whenever you need a service to service communication. EC2 is one service and S3 is another service. So if you want integration between multiple services, you need to use these roles. Okay, now go into your instant profile just to refresh this and you can see that R123 is now available. Just to select this R123 role and click next. Okay, so now here choose the VPC as a default VPC and IP address is activated. You can select all the subnets. You can leave this database subnets options. Click next. As I already said, this here this configure instant traffic scaling, and this fifth step is optional steps only. Actually, this is a instance configuration. By default, it is taken a defined configuration. You can choose anything, uh, but you can accept a default configuration. Just come down, nothing to do. Click on next. Similar to that health monitoring also, you can choose a default configuration. Click next. Finally, you can review all the details and you can submit. So okay, now you see that. Now you see that the events is generating. You can see that there are two events currently generated. You have to wait till you are getting the health as good. So now there is no health status is displayed here. It is unknown. You have to wait for some time. It will take another few minutes. So now you see that by default there is a security group is creating. You have to wait for some time, and meanwhile what I can do is I just duplicate this tab and I can go into the service called EC2. Why? Because you are going to see the deployment in the EC2 only. Just go into the EC2, click on it. You see that there is a pending instance. This is the test tab what we have created now. Click on it. You see that the instance state is now running, and you can see there is a public IPv4 address. Just click on this public v4 address and just enter. So now after the environment is ready, you can able to see the Python static application in this public IPv4 address. So now the site is not reached. Let's see. Let's go into your application. You see that elastic IP security group, everything is created. Let's see the health status. The health status will move from pendings to the good. Then if I am selecting, if I am choosing with this IP, I can able to see my deployed applications. Still EC2 is getting launched. So now it is running. The health status is still pending. And okay, now health status completed. Let's see whether my application is running or not. Okay, so if it is not running, we have to do one more symbol edit. Okay, let's go into your EC2 instance. Let's check the security group. Open a security group once. Let's test it. Okay, so actually by default, security group is this one. So what I can do is just right click and open a security group and we can edit. So previous you see that only HTTP traffic enable. Let's see, let's go with the all traffic here. Add a rule and choose all traffic 0.00. Okay, now save the rules. Now try to go here and check it. So meanwhile check the environment also. What is the health? Okay, now health status is okay. Health status is okay. Now let's see whether application is deployed or not. I just close this application. Once again, go into EC2 instance ID, take a public v4 address and try. Okay, congratulations. Now application is deployed. So this is a simple way you can deploy your static web application using Elastic Beanstalk. So this is a sample page which I have deployed now. Thank you. And finally, don't forget to delete the instances and the environment state. So whatever environment you created, please delete the environment so that you can avoid bills. Thank you.